Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Bad Luck Kitty, and of course my hair is messed up, right? Wouldn't it be messed up right now? Hey y'all, it's your girl Bad Luck Kitty here, and I am here to do my first move abroad YouTube video. Not really good at YouTube, but we're gonna try it out, so y'all bear with me, give your girl some grace. So I just kind of want to answer some of the questions that I have been asked and kind of keep it like a short video, because there's a lot of questions that I've been asked that I really just don't really want to give out misinformation on, because everyone's move is different. The number one reason I've been asked is, why did I move to Mexico? And ultimately it just was because I wanted to spend more time with my daughter. That was the number one reason I moved to Mexico, because of the cost of living. It allowed me the opportunity to retire early and be able to spend more time with my daughter. More time per se, in regards to her education. I noticed that she wasn't getting serviced the way she needed to be serviced in the public school system. And during the pandemic, I got the opportunity to be at home with her while she was learning. And I realized that she was very bored and not challenged at all at school. And a lot of the things that I was doing on my own to supplement her education was kind of the things that kept pushing her forward and that she saw more interest in. So I started looking at that. I was like, wow, like I'm not really fulfilled at my work. Even though I had an amazing career, I wasn't really fulfilled at work, in addition to the fact that I didn't see myself really being there for a long period of time. As my brand started taking off, I wanted to write full time. Another reason why I'm here in Mexico, because I have the opportunity to write full time as well as be a full-time mom to my daughter, and not have to worry about those important things like shelter, food, transportation, utilities, things like that. All those things that you have to worry about in a constant rat race of living in America. So that was one of the main things, was really just wanting to spend more time with my daughter. Seeing her flourish and grow in a different way, give her an educational opportunity that I wasn't afforded, and in addition to be able to have the opportunity to travel with her so that she can learn in a different way, not just so much from a book, but the things that you read and learn about, you can actually see in real life. Schools have limited funding, so they can only go on so many field trips, opposed to me being able to fund as many field trips as I can for her to get the practical knowledge and hands-on application of the things that she learns. Another reason why I moved to Mexico, again, cost of living, retiring at 35. I don't have the full-fledged, super stacked retirement accounts that a lot of people have. So trying to find somewhere with my retirement, with my residual income, made sense for us to be able to live a comfortable life. Definitely not leaving to go struggle somewhere else, but being able to thrive, not just survive, even in America, with salaries and the cost of living as it's increasing in Dallas. It's not necessarily always about thriving there. It was getting to the point to where it was looking like, okay, what's my next move? Because I don't want to live in a state of just survival. So does that require me to move further out the city? Does that require me to maybe downsize on some amenities, things like that, and still live the life that I felt comfortable? I still enjoy travel. I still want to celebrate all of my major milestones in life with myself, my friends, family. I think those things were just so important to me, is really just having a well-rounded life, not just working to get a check and then spend it a little bit or give it away and then continue to work, and just that constant revolving door. I just did not want to get caught up in that. Another reason why I moved to Mexico is because I have so many stamps from all over, the country of Mexico in my passport. Every time I've come to Mexico, I mean, it has just been an amazing experience. I came to Merida sight unseen. When I moved here, I had never been here before, but I've been to several other places and I loved it. So I figured, what more, what more, did I need to see from the country before I made the decision that I was going to move? I looked at Merida and I looked at a lot of YouTubers that were already here in Merida and looked at their experience. Aja Arrow is one. The Wanderers are another. Who else did I look at? Oh, Amoya Shante I looked at. And so I just kind of looked at their YouTubes and just kind of, Lotus Living is another one. I looked at their YouTube channels and I just thought to myself, wow, these are women. They all look like me, Black women. Aja doesn't have kids. Lotus Living, I think she has older kids maybe. And I just looked at how they were living their lives and the things, things that they were doing and working and living. And I mean, they have a really in-depth YouTube videos. I really hope to, get content as thorough as theirs. And with that being said, I looked at it and I said, all this makes sense for me, and looking at it financially, it just, too many things were clicking for me. And so at that point, I decided that I was going to make the move to Mexico. Another thing was finding a country, because I had other countries that were on my list. Finding a country that would allow me to bring my dog. I have a 6-year-old toy poodle named Jax, and I want to make sure that I brought him with us. He's such a big part of our family. We are animal lovers through and through, and we just love our little fluffy baby. So that was another reason why. And lastly, the reason why I moved to Mexico is because my daughter and her dad, I wanted them to continue to have the great relationship that they have. Even though we lived in Dallas and he lived in Los Angeles, they were able to FaceTime and text and, communicate that way. But DFW and LAX are like direct connect hubs. So I was able to get her on a plane on the weekend and she could go for 4 days or spring break, holidays, whenever she needed her dad. If she said, Mommy, I needed my dad, I wanted to make sure that she was like, okay, let's see. And he always say, hey, she can come this day through this day. And I was like, okay, and just put her on a plane. And I wanted to make sure we still had that same continuity. And Mexico provides that for us, LAX being a major hub. So that's great for us that we are able to get her back and forth between Merida and Los Angeles. The other thing is, everybody asks if I'm going to stay here forever. I don't know if I'm going to stay here forever. I'm currently on month 4. I just spent some time back in the States. Week 2 after my brother's wedding was over and I had seen all my family, I was like, okay, I'm ready. I am ready to go home. Like this feels home. It's very comfortable. I feel safe here. And just like, my family's just thriving here right now. So this feels like my forever place right now. Now, that's not to say that in 18 months or 2 years that I don't feel different, or shoot, even in 4 months, I might feel different and then I'll move again. So, I do have a 1-year lease here. And with my 1-year lease, I do know that at least for 12 months or at least another 8 months, I'll be here. Because I don't want to, I don't want to have any like bad habits or bad relationships or anything like that. So, I will be here for till at least the end of the year, and then maybe then we'll reassess. But for right now, Mexico feels like the best place for me and my family. Another question is safety. Everyone keeps asking me, like, do you feel safe in Mexico with the cartel and yada, yada, yada? If you do your research on Merida, Mexico, you'll see that we're the second safest city in North America, second to Quebec, Canada. I feel like a broken record. I keep saying that to people, but it's true. If you walk outside right now, I live across the street from a park. I'm pretty sure if I just stand there probably 15 minutes, you'll see a police car drive by. Even when you're out downtown in the large plazas, tourist areas, things like that. You see constant police presence, courtesy patrols, things of that nature. So I feel safe so far. Any issue I've had, which have been very minimal, I haven't had any like major safety concerns or anything, but just being a person to a new place. My neighbors are really polite. They help me out when they can. I have a mom group that I'm connected with on WhatsApp. They give me information and tips. And, even though I'm like the new kid on the block, I feel like I've been here for forever, because everyone just seems so helpful and so willing to like lend a hand. And then the last thing I want to talk about was immigration. So I'm currently here on an immigration tourist visa for 180 days. At the end of those 180 days, I have to leave the country, and then when I come back home, I'll get another 180-day tourist visa to stay. So technically, I would need to leave once and then again at the end of my lease. But because I have things like weddings, just went to a wedding for my brother in March. I have another brother's wedding coming up in July, and any other family things that come up, I will leave more consistently. You're not always guaranteed to get the 180 days. I was a little apprehensive at first because I heard that they weren't giving out 180-day visas. I actually went to a wedding in Playa del Carmen back in January, and they only gave me a 10-day visa. So it varies. So it's just up to you. If you're looking at it, I will seek residency here as a Mexican resident, because, to be honest, I don't think I'm leaving. I don't know, maybe my husband might come along and be like, ma'am, okay, your explorations in Mexico is up. It's time for you to come be my wife or something. I don't know. I can't think of any situation where I would just willingly leave. Maybe like family care, medical care, something like that. But as of right now, Mexico is where I'm going to stay. So I really, I think those are kind of the first three things I want to hit on. If you have any more questions, please leave a comment in the comment section. Please like and subscribe so you can get more on my move to Merida, Mexico. I got a lot of questions on TikTok, and I'm really going to try to work through those TikTok questions and answer them. In addition to answering those questions, I'm going to try to create YouTube content that's a little more in depth about what's going on with me and my family here in Mexico. I've gotten a lot of suggestions on Facebook. You can follow Bad Luck Kitty on Facebook as well. And I will do the best I can to answer all of your questions. I really appreciate everyone's interest in my new experience and my new journey in life. I'm so excited. And until the next one, bye.